MiniMap, one of the greatest inventions in the gaming industry. Can you imagine a strategy game or MOBA without a minimap? We neither. And have you ever attempted to implement one in your construct project? If so, then you surely know how hard it is to make a flawlessly working minimap, especially one that is not trying to murder your CPU. But shed tears no more, fellow game devs. The forconstruct.com team brings you the MiniMap plugin, a Construct 2 and Construct 3 add-on. The implementation is simpler than you can imagine. Add the minimap to your project same as other plugins. Place it wherever you desire, however, a dedicated 0% parallax layer is highly recommended. Set the size of minimap to have the same aspect ratio as your layout. Now let's go to the event sheet. First, let's set the minimap's background image by choosing a desired sprite. This can be a solid color, as well as a pre-made screenshot of the layout, or some fancy hand-drawn map. Just remember that the sprite should have the same size as the minimap object, and the origin point should match minimap's hotspot. Then, we need to make objects to be represented on the minimap. At the start of layout, or by any other condition like object creation, use an action to add an object to the minimap. Here we indicate a sprite that will represent the object on the minimap. We call it icon. You can set if the icon is static or active. Use active mode if you want the object's position to be reflected on the minimap in real time. For objects like destroyable structures, some temporary points of interest or pickable items, you can use static mode to get better performance. And, mostly for top-down games, you can set if the icon should also mimic the angle of the represented object. And that's it. Repeat it for every object that you want to be shown on the minimap. In case you want to have a really big amount of objects shown on the forconstruct.com minimap, and you honestly worry about the performance, then you can set the icons to use static mode and use update action to refresh their state with a desired frequency other than every tick. The same applies if you want to have a more old-school radar-styled minimap. Alternatively, instead of adding an object to the minimap, you can use paste action. This is a fantastic solution for procedurally generated levels with lots of environmental elements, because the pasted sprites do not impact the CPU at all. Pasted objects are merged with the background sprite and become one image. Summing up, if you are about to create a strategy game, MOBA, a shooter with vast levels, or an adventure game with emphasis on exploration, the MiniMap plugin is for you. In case you have any questions regarding the MiniMap plugin, meet us on Discord. The invitation link is in the video description. Want to be notified about new add-ons? Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon to be up to date.